Hello, SAT preppers. Hope you're doing well. So in today's video, I will show you how exactly I approach every question on full digital SAT math practice test. We will do the practice test 5, both module 1 and module 2. Let's get started. So what is the question? Rabbits eat 25 calories per pound, and that's X pounds. So if it is 25 for per pound multiplied by X, it must be. The answer is not C or B. And we have additional 11 colors, you see, in the case D. This. Next question. A special camera is used for underwater ocean research. The camera is at depth 39 fathoms. What is the camera says in feet? 1 fathom is 6 feet. So 39 fathoms is 39 times 6. Oh, the answer will be 234. And next question. We are given the figure X and 145. Which following statement is true? Look at this one. Because X and 145 are vertical angles, and the vertical angles are same because both are obtuse angles, so X must be 145 degree. And we are given the fraction. F represents the total cost in dollars, and X games. How many games can be played for total cost? 58. You see, 58 is dollars, so it is FX. Let's just use this decimal. Let's see where they intersect. So they intersect here, as you see, 11. That's it. Next question. 4x is minus 28 is negative 24, x minus 7. They ask for. Let's use a decimal. 4x minus 28 is equal to negative 24. So you see x is 1 then. If x is 1, 1 minus 7, that is negative 6. The amount of the Hannah's bill for the food order was $50. Hannah gave the tip of 20% of the amount of the bill. What is the amount in dollars of the tip? So we are just calculating what is tip that we pay. So it is 20% of the 50. So if you just type it to the decimals 20% of 50, it is 10. We are given the table and nest and number of the x. What is the question? A 6 nested with 121x is added to create a new data set. Which of the form correctly compares the mean of the data set? Look, you see the numbers change from minimum one is 136 and the maximum one is 149. But if you're going to add 121 to the set, so this will be the smallest one in the data set. So if you add the number, which is lower than all the others in the set, you automatically decrease the mean. So mean of the new set will be lower than the original. The mean of the original is greater than the mean of the new data set. That's it. Because, imagine there are 20 students in the classroom and each of their scores change between 1300 and 1400. But if you add the students to that group whose score is 900, automatically that students decrease the mean. But if you add the students who goes 1500 because his or her score is higher than the rest, he or she automatically increases their mean. Okay, that's it. And next question, 8th one. That's graph. And let's see what we are given. Shaded region shown represents a solution which inequality. Look, if you have no idea about this question, what you can do is literally you can type the every single answer key to the decimals, see how's the graph. But to make it at least a bit easier, what I can say, if the shaded part is above the graph, that means greater. Y is greater than something. At least we can eliminate y is less than. Because if it is less or equal, we use below the line. But if it's greater or equal, we use above the line. Okay, the answer is either C or D. At least we save time here because I don't check every single answer key one by one. And because the line goes down, so it decreases. If it decreases, slope is not positive, it is negative. If you want, we can check D here. Y is greater than negative 1 minus 3x. You see, this graph is exactly the same as this one. Nice one. Which expression is equivalent? Oh, how we can do this question using decimals calculator? You can type this one to the decimals, okay? And you will see the graph when you type this one to the decimals. And you can check the answer key one by one. See which one has exactly the same graph. But what I will do, when you just simplify it, 8x cubed minus x cubed will be 7x cubed, right? So the answer is not A or C. And 8 minus negative 2 will be 8 plus 2, that is 10. So the answer will be B there. Question 10. In the xy plane, T passes through the point 0 and 9. and 1 and 17. Which expression define the line t? This linear equation. We can just create a table here and add the points 0 and 9, 1 and 17. And when you just click this one, linear equation, it gives you the equation 8x plus 9. So the answer is 8x plus 9. That's easy. And 11th one, you are given the expression, what is the solution? If you type this one to the decimals, you will see the answer. Solution is negative 30 and positive 30. What is the solution to the given equation? Just pick one of them. Let's write positive one. There are two different size containers of the blueberries. The store sales of these blueberries total this dollars last month. The equation represents a situation where x is the number of the smaller containers sold and y is the number of the. If x is the number of the smaller container and y is the number of the large containers, it means 4.51 is the price of one smaller container and 6.07 is the price of one large container. The question is what? According to the equation, what is the price in dollars of each smaller container? That's 4.51. 13. According to the model, what is the estimated number of the practice X-ray when it's the surface of the sample? When it is a surface, what is the T here? T is millimeters below the surface. So when it is on the surface, it means like T is equal to 0. When T is equal to 0, it turns like 500 multiplied by 0 divided by 12 is 0. So whatever raised to 0 is just 1. And the answer will be there, 500. And next question is 14. We are given the graph. The graph is like f of x. Which of the following is f of x plus 5? Oh, they ask for which of them is f of x shifted 5 units up. Let's see what graph shifted 5 units up. What you can do, literally take just 1 point on this graph and check it on the answer key. What I will do, I'll check these points that I know exact coordinates of it. That one. When x is 3, y is 3, right? If I shift it 5 units up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when x is 3, y must be 8. Let's check the answer key. See, like, in both answer key, we have x is 3 and y is 8. A is not, definitely, because when it's 3, it is negative. Case B, it's definitely not. We are looking for when x is 3, y is 8. When x is 3, y is not 8, it's less than 6. And D, when x is 3, y is 8. You see that point. So I'll pick this one. We have a formula. They say which equation correctly express C. Okay, guys, like, to find C here, what we will do first, let's divide both sides. It's like P is equal to N multiplied by 19 minus C, right? Can we just divide both sides by N? Of course, yes. So N's gone. Here you get P divided by N is equal to 19 minus C. So what I will get, C is equal to 19 minus P over N. P there. Length of each edge of the box is 29 inch. Each side of the box in the shape of the square. The box does not have a lid. The lid is like top of the box. What is the exterior surface area? Look, normally when we have a box, the square box, this one, how many sides we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, right? Surface area, because these are square, it's given. If it is AA, the surface area, one side is A squared. Because we have 6 sides, I'll write 6A squared. But be careful, it doesn't have a lid. So if we don't have this part, we have 5 sides left, right? So because the each side is 29 inch, I'll write 5 multiplied by 29 square. Of course, I don't know this, like I will use decimals. 5 times 29 square. The answer is 42, 5. 17. What is the sum of the solution to the given equation? Look, guys, you don't have to do these questions. Just decimals is always there. Solution, negative 9 and 27. So negative 9 plus 27 is 18. What is the value of tangent? Look, guys, you can just type it to the decimals. What is the answer? Negative 1.7, blah, blah, blah. You can check the answer key one by one. Let's write negative square root. Oh, sorry. SQRT 3. Are they same? Yep, they are same. So I'll pick this one as an answer. If it was not, I'll check the answer key one by one. Question 19, the expression is equivalent to which of the following? So what we will do, let's use a traditional method and simplify it. Its denominator is 1, right? And what I will do, I will multiply both sides by k to get same denominator. So what I get here, 42a divided by k plus 42ak divided ak squared divided by k. Because the both are like k, we can just find sum of them. 42a plus 42ak squared. Can you just take factor out? It's like 1 plus k squared. Right. Let's just type it to the decimals. So let's see the circle there. You see the circle. What is the possible value of A? A is x coordinate of it, isn't it? And let's click the left point. You see negative 15 is like, the minimum x here. And x, all the x are greater than negative 15. Negative 15 is minimum x. And what is maximum x? 7. So x coordinates change between negative 15 and 7. It is not there. It is there. It's not there, and it's not there. So the answer is B. Last two questions we got. What we are given, the height is 9. Okay, cool. This one is 9. The length is x. Length is x, which is 7 more than width. If length is x and if it is 7 more than width, it means width is x minus 7. Be careful. Like students do mistake here. What they do, they just name it once x, another one x plus 7, because like they say, okay, like one of them is like 7 more than the other one. Let's write x and x plus 7. But the mistake is what? The length is given x and x is 7 more than the other one. So other one is automatically 7 less than this. Volume is like product of them. X multiplied by 9 multiplied by x minus 7. We go one last question. Which of the following must be true? Look guys, let's do both of them. So what I will do is, first let's check this one. When x is negative 24, y is 0. When y is f of x is 0, when x is negative 24 plus b. Look, if the product is 0, a multiplied by root of something, it means either a is 0 or this one is 0. If that one is 0, it means b is equal to 24. But I'm not sure if a is 0 or b is 24. Maybe both of them is true. And let's check the second one. F24 is less than 0. F24 is when x is 24. That is like a multiplied by 24 plus b. That is less than 0, right? Look, square root of something is either 0, which is not possible here because it's not equal to 0, or greater than 0. So if this one is positive and product is negative, that means a is less than 0. That's definitely true because product is negative. Look, if a is less than 0, it means that one is not true, right? A is not 0, but b is 24. So finally, what we got, a is less than 0. I mean, a is negative, b is 24, b is positive. So what does it mean? B is greater than a, okay? Well, guys, we have done one full module. We got 16 minutes left. You might go back and check. I guess because all question in the first module is correct, second one might be a bit harder. This is what you commented in the last videos. That's because we're trying to do both of them same time. Okay, let me click the calculator. Calculator must be there in the left side always, okay? And the students ask how do I zoom in, by the way. I do command plus or command minus, okay? You can do it in this way. Okay, guys, the right triangle has a leg with legs of 11, 9. What is the length of the triangle hypotenuse? This is Pythagoras, isn't it? 11 square plus 9 square is equal to 202, right? So what we will do, square root of 202, because a square plus b square is c square. Next question. The linear function h is given, pass through the point. This one, that's linear function, isn't it? So click here, add the table, and write those numbers. What are those numbers? Let's see. 721, 721, and 925. That's linear. When you click here, linear regression, so it's 2x plus 7. That's B. Next question. Oh, well, that's a good question. Look, it is 12% with the margin of error 3.62. So it will be like 12 plus 3.62 and 12 minus 3.62. So our numbers change between 8.38 and 15.62. And the answer is not probably this one or not probably this one. It's plausible that it's between this and the subs are defective. It's plausible more than this of the subs are defective. It's plausible that between this, we said like margin of error is what? Like in that interval, we call it like confidence interval. Like it must be, it's plausible that it's between that interval. Fourth one, 25 pounds, 62 pounds each. The crashes, 20, number of the 25s are x, right? So if one of them is 25 and we have x of them, you have to multiply x by 25, right? X multiplied by 25. We got 5630 of them, right? And during the trip, the truck will be used to haul 190 pounds piece of equipment. Minus 190 is, it's like piece of the equipment, right? So we have 5440 left, and the other weights, the crates could be maximum 5440, so it must be less than, not more than. And this is the system of equation. Whenever you see the system of equation, do not lose time. Just type it to the decimals. -2, -5. That's it. Like C is the answer. And question 6, what's the range of the 7 score? Range is the greatest and the smallest one, the difference between them. Greatest one here is 52, smallest one here is 23, so the answer is 29. Question 7, two customers purchasing the same kind of bread and eggs at the store. The first customer paid this dollars for one loaf of bread and 2 dozen eggs. So let's write this. One bread, 2 eggs, is equal to $12.45. We pay $19.42 for four bread and 1 eggs. So what is the 1 egg? Why? So 1 dozen of eggs is 4.34. Let's pick D. Oh, next one. This is decimal question, like, Oh, let's see the solution. What do you think? How many intersection points we have? I guess there is no intersection point, no solution. Again, we are given the system. What's the greatest possible value of x? Let's see. Oh, well, you see, there are 2 intersection points. One of them is this one, another one is this one. Which one is the greater? -6. In the xy plane, P has a slope, this one, and x-intercept this one. Type it to the decimals. So we are given that -6 and 0, and we will write y1 is equivalent to kx1 plus b, because like slope is given -5/3. So what is the y-intercept of it? Let's see. Y-intercept is -10. That's it. Okay. And how many solutions does the equation have? My advice is do not write them equal to each other, because when there is no solution and infinitely many solution, this one doesn't show the answer, doesn't show any graph. So that's because like Stevens mistake will pick no solution, even when there's infinite solution. What we will do, because they intersect at one point, we'll pick exactly one solution we have. Okay. We use fabric 5 yards in length to make each suit. For each suit, we use 5 yards. Let's just write down. For one suite, we use 5 yards. Because we made X suites, so it means we already use 5X yards. Y is what? Total length of the fabric that we purchased. So Y is total. This is what we used. And total minus what we use is like what we have left, isn't it? So let's see what 6 represents. 6 is what we have left, right? She made 6 suites, not. Number of the suites is X, not 6, okay? I eliminate this one. Kyla purchased a total of not, because like whatever we purchased was Y, not 6. She used total of 6 yards of fabric to make the suites. No, total yards of fabric we used is like 5X, right? So I'll pick D as an answer. Okay, almost in a half. The quadratic equation has no real solution. You guys, what you can do, like you can tag them to the decimals to see like in what case we have no solution. If you don't want to write x squared, just write x times x. For the first one, we have solution. For the second one is like minus 14 and plus 49. Solution is x-intercept. We still have solution. And the third one, C, is like 5x squared minus 14x minus 49. Still we have a solution, so it means the answer is D. When you write plus 49, you see there is no x-intercept, so there is no solution, it means. And next one, we are given fx, which of the following closes the value of p if this one is equal to that one? So what does it means? Oh, well, can I just write 1.84 raised to x over 4 like this? Raised to 1 over 4 and raised to x. That's the same thing, right? Is equal to, is raised to x, right? So because they both are raised to x, it means I'll just delete the x part. It means like the parentheses are equal to each other. So what I will do, instead of p, can I just write x or y to see like, what is the value of p? When I write x, it's like 16 point something. Because they ask for like, closest one, I'll pick 16. Question 15, we are given the system of equation p is a constant. If the system has no solution, what is the value of p? Let's see, 7r minus pw is equal to negative 6. And how about this one? 7r, negative 5w is negative 10w is equal to 11. So if the system has no solution, we write this. Coefficient of r, 7 divided by 7, is equal to negative p, coefficient of w, negative 10, is not equal to this ratio. So we are not going to write this. Negative p divided by negative 10 is 1. It means like p is equal to 10. And let's see. We have a graph. They say like, this one is shown in the B and C. What's the value of, look, guys, if you are given the graph, we are given 3 points exactly that we know their coordinates. Let's just type it to the decimals. Well, I will click here. It automatically picks linear equation, but you see it's parabola. I mean, like it's quadratic equation. I'll pick quadratic regression. And you see the same graph is given here. What is the value of B and C? You see B is 4, C is negative 26, right? So they ask for BC. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. And next question is 17. You are given the graph shown. Look, what is the graph? Graph is not f of x. Graph is f of x shifted 19 units up. F of x, answer key says like cx plus d, right? Let's see what is the slope. Because the line goes down, slope is negative. So I'm going to write c must be negative c, right? And d. Students pick positive here, but this one is f of x is already shifted 19 units up. That's 3, right? But when we find f of x, we have to shift it 19 units down. So 3 minus 19 will be negative 16. The graph will be something like this, okay, negative 16. So d is also negative number. So when I pick the answer key, answer must be negative cx minus d. And well, let's see the question 18. I see like similar triangles here. AB is square root of 34 and AC is 3. Okay. CE is 21. What is the area of ADE? They ask for the area of the greater triangle. If I use Pythagoras here, we got that BC is 5, right? So let's just write the similarity. How we can write the similarity? This triangle and these triangles are similar to each other. So base of it, 3, divided by base of it, which is 24. Do not write 21, okay? That's the common mistake students do. 24 is equal to 5 divided by DE. 5 divided by DE, okay? So DE is 40. What is the area? Area of a triangle is 1 over 2 multiplied by base. Base is 24. You see 3 plus 21 multiplied by 40. So area is 480. The result increase the quantity x by 400% is 60. Let's translate it into the decimals. X increased by 400% of x is 60. So zoom out and x is 12. And next question, we have a circle. The center is H and K. This is C. That's H and k, and there's a point A with the coordinates h plus 1 and k plus square root of 102. See, like, they use h and k here also. And we have B, let's write B. ACB is a right angle. ACB, okay, this is a right angle. What is the length of AB? Okay, guys, they ask for the length of AB. What I will do here, because this is radius and radius, do you know, like, special triangle was like 94545, isosceles right triangle, it was like xx, x squared of 2. So what I will do, I need to find this distance between 2 points formula, which was like distance formula. That is square root of 100. So do you remember we just say, like, if it is x, it is x, and that will be x square root of 2. So it will be 206 squared. The answer is A. That's a long text given here. Let's translate it. Flux. Well, flux is electric strength S, product of S multiplied by what? Area. Area. Okay, area of what? I don't know. The surface consists of two adjacent squares. We have two adjacent squares. The side length of one is 3 times the side length of the other one. Let's just sketch this one. This is one. This is other one. Okay, so if it is side length is xx, it is side length will be 3 times greater. So because in the formula we have area, let's go to area. The area of the smaller one is x squared, area of large one is 9x squared, right? So we are given that the strength is 29. Instead of this one, can I just write 29? Of course, let's just write down the formula once again. It's like 29A. Total flux total is equal to, then I guess, like, 29 multiplied by area total, isn't it? Let's just write down total flux is 4640 is equal to 29 multiplied by total area x squared plus 9x squared is 10x squared. 40 is equal to 29 multiplied by 10x squared. 4. X is 4. Very good. We got x is 4. What is the question? What is the flux for the larger circle? That's easy. Like, flux for the larger one is 29 multiplied then area for the larger one, isn't it? Flux for the larger one is 29. What is the area of the larger one? 9x squared. So I know the x also. So I will write 4 squared. 4176. We are given the graph. Look, sometimes when students see the graph, they are looking for the equation of this graph, but read this part. This part is important. They say, like, we multiply the y coordinates by 3.9. The answer cannot be 12, right? Y-intercept is 12 here, but if you multiply y coordinates by 3.9, that will be 12 multiplied by 3.9. So it's definitely 46.8. What is the slope? Take in 2 points and check the slopes. What I will do, I'll take these points. Let's say 0 and 12, 0 and 12, and any points I'll pick. Let's see this one. It's 8 and 25, almost 8 and a bit less than maybe 25. Let's say 20, 24. Let's find the slope. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is like 12 divided by 8. This is 1.5, but because we are going to multiply by 3.9, it's not 1.5. The answer will be A. Okay.